your art matters. Like no matter how long it's gonna take you to get to where you want to be, like you should still keep working on your craft because in one way or another it's gonna like at least change the life of a person, and I think that makes all the difference.
Welcome to Popcorn Chatter.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Anica. Sit back, relax, and grab some snacks.
Listen and hopefully laugh with us as we begin the Mitchells vs. the Machines episode of Popcorn Chatter. Today we have a very Today we have a very special guest with us, our second one for the podcast.
She currently writes feature articles at her job, who we will not name because this is not sponsored at all. Don't come for us. She is also a part-time influenza virus and an aspiring filmmaker, and most especially a future Oscar winner. Give it up for Lyshiel Aranal!
Hey guys, I'm so excited. I'm such an avid listener of the show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to be on our show. And thank you for your support. Yeah.
So
Can't wait to get started on the episode. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't
As you can
recorded
tell.
in like I think a few weeks, a month. I don't know. I kind of got lost because finals and midterms.
I think
but
our last episode was like
Soul.
it was Seoul, but that was for the month of May, and like June is almost ending.
Oh
So
my god.
charan!
June. I hate June.
Yeah, work has been busy for me, and Josh
You
has
guys-
finished school.
These
So yeah,
people have jobs unlike me who is still a student struggling to pass.
Um,
But
it's okay. We got we're doing this because we like it and we love. What's common between all three of us is that we love films. We love animated films,
Mhm.
and it's just we just want to discuss and entice discourse on films that we love. Yeah, period. So
So
okay, so how do you start this? Even I forgot how we
oh my God, I
usually
don't know what to
start.
say. But basically, Mitchells versus the Machines. I guess like we can start with like our first impressions of it. I don't know, like just
Yeah.
I was
Uh,
like on my letterboxd and
Mhm.
I saw Lishel's review and I was like, oh wow, might be a good film. So and I always said I'd watch it, but I just kind of got busy and I kept pushing it back. And then I think I forgot if it was me who brought it up or you, but one of us brought up to make an episode out of this, and I was like, okay, like this fits in well because I wanted to watch it in the first place. So ayun, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys go.
I think you brought it up actually. I think Lisha, it was from your letterbox review. Like I think Josh really like brought it up na Lisha loves this Lisha loves this movie a lot. I think we can have her as a guest on the show. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I've always I even through the trailers, I think I only saw one trailer of this movie, and I was already intrigued on how weird or how different it was. Like I thought it was a coming of age film for a weird girl like Katie, but then it's a machine apocalypse, I guess. But yeah, how about you, Lisha? What did you write in your review? I don't have letterbox.
well, I
Yeah.
had like a very personal take on it because I feel like I related to Katie Mitchell a lot, and this movie has definitely become like one of my all-time favorites, which surprised me because I feel like it went under the radar during like the promotional phase. I guess like Philippine audiences just weren't the target market for like their marketing campaigns or whatever. So I didn't really see a lot of trailers on social media. I kind of found out about it through one of the animators that I follow on Twitter, who's the creator of Gravity Falls and the director of The Mitchells vs. the Machines, is actually the creative director of Gravity Falls. So that's how I
Okay.
kind of found out about it. And so, yeah, I was really surprised how like it just came out of nowhere because I think now the movie is one of Netflix's most popular releases of 2021 or something, and of May 24, it's actually announced that it was the most popular movie release. So I don't know if that's
Ah,
changed. But
Interesting.
regardless, it's a successful movie, I'd say, for something that no one really expected to come out. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
actually like surprised on how, I guess, popular it was on like Letterboxd specifically. Like everyone just like watching it, and I saw like the ratings thingy, and like people liked it. I was like, wow, like this, because like I haven't watched or I haven't heard of it or like seen a trailer like up to that point, and it was just like all over. So I was like, yeah, maybe like people who like, I don't know, study film or like film nerds. I really like the movie, so yeah, I guess that's why I wanted to hop on the train and like watch it too. But like, yeah, prior to that, I haven't really heard of the film, and I was surprised because I actually ended up enjoying it a lot. So
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think what like interested me into like the whole premise is because like I found out about through Twitter. So I checked like the director's tweets about it, and his like marketing campaign for it was very personal because it's essentially like a tribute to his family and being an aspiring filmmaker and everything. And I really appreciated all of like his stories that he shared about it leading up to the release of the film. Like even when it came to like casting even the most small supporting characters, like all of it was clearly thought well. Like Elle Mills, like for one of the characters that uh, Katie befriends. But yeah, in real life, she's a YouTuber. She does like these very quirky, quick cuts type of editing, and I think it really
Yeah.
reflects like a lot of the styles that we see on um, movies. So it was pretty cool that
Yeah.
she was part of it.
I didn't know she was part of it until you mentioned. That's really good. That's really cool actually, because now that I'm thinking about it, her style kind of does fit into this like whole setup, and I kind of understand why it's so popular on Letterbox. Of course, it's a filmmaker, teen wants to get away from the family and meet their people or meet people like them in college, and just make films. Sounds very familiar, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, me and Lyshiel can, I guess. I don't know if Lyshiel can. Every time I think in high
Yeah.
school, like I'd be like, oh, I want to be a filmmaker, and like it was like just me who was like into that in like all the schools I've been a part of, like even elementary. So it was nice, like finally, shifting when I got to LaSalle and meeting people. Even though like some of them already had like established barcadas and all. It was still nice na being surrounded by like that people who can like appreciate what you're into. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you guys find the film, like overall, like it as a whole, the story, the animation? I guess we can talk about that now. Like we can go more into detail about how we think of the animation, any favorite scenes. So
I
yeah,
feel like I
anyone
feel
can
like
start.
Josh has a lot to say on the animation
Hey, I
style.
mean, okay, as an aspiring
For
animator,
sure.
the movie was really it was really something like, we're used to seeing like the 3D animations, 2D animation, but like I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like that film, I forgot like what episode it was, but like the animation style reminded me of like this one episode from Love That and Robots, or like the cartoony but like 3D slash 2D type of animation, and it was just really, what's the term? It was really, it had character there. Like I don't know, it was just
Wow.
fun to watch, and like the characters are, it was like really a blend of, realism, but also you could see like the cartoon like exaggeration scenes that really, I don't know, just
Yeah.
it was just like that extra step that really made me appreciate the animation and the small details, because I already mentioned it like to you guys before, but there's this one scene in particular where I was like, yo, like they didn't need to do that, but they did. During the part where I think Katie was like shooting. What's her dog's name? Mm,
Chi?
huh?
Manchi.
Yeah, Monchi. Yeah, she was like
Manchi. That's the
shooting
dog's name.
Monchi on a green screen, and like in the video that you could see she made, like you could still see like the green screen outline on Monchi, and I was like, oh, that's a
Mm-hmm.
really sweet touch because from experience na I shot in green screen, that's hard to that's hard to fix and post basically, and the fact that you could see it was just like it just felt really grounded, I guess. Like I know the movie's about robots and stuff, but like like the human parts are really relatable, and I think that's why a lot of people liked it. Is it's very relatable, I think, to many. Like even though
Mm-hmm.
you're not really in the same situation, like the fact that there's like this tension. I don't know how to call it between like the parents and the child. I think everybody can somewhat relate to that. So yeah, what about you guys? Sorry, I kind of rambled.
Yeah. You, Lisha,
Um,
on animation, anything
well,
with the story,
besides the
maybe?
story, because I feel like you could easily write a really heartfelt story, but then it's the animation style that really made the film stand out for me. I saw
Mm.
a quick video where they like broke down how they like found the style for it, and
Mm,
I thought it
Oh.
was really cool is how Sony Pictures kind of to divert itself from like the typical children's animated movies, like what we see in Disney. They try to, I guess, push more on the side of like hyper realism, where in
mm,
Mm-hmm.
Sony they really try to find a distinct style for them. So I thought it was really cool how they combined like CGI with 2D animation and even like really raw collage clips, like you mentioned with the green screen. And I think in the video that I saw, like the one of the animators mentioned how the 2D effects they referred to it as like KT vision.
mm,
Mm.
So I thought that was really interesting how they really molded the film this make the audience watch it through her eyes, because like with her
Yeah.
whole origin story she had a lot of like doodles and incorporated a lot of like this messy style, and so I thought it was really cool that they used that to emphasize what she was feeling during the throughout the film. So I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I really like Katie's vision. As what you've said that they refer it to as, and it was so, I don't know, it was very comforting to see someone like so eccentric and had their own style, and um it really impacted the whole film. Like they really brought it not just in her film, in Katie's home videos or her own films, but they also brought it to life in what she does and whatnot. So
Oh,
yeah,
I also wanted to
yeah, the animation style's really
like to add
cool.
like a little detail that they mentioned in the video as well. I think
mm-hmm.
it was part of the going away video that Katie showed to her family, where she has like puppets against a green screen.
Oh yeah,
Apparently, like
yeah,
that
the sock
was
puppet.
actually something that they filmed like just out of their house, and like Sony has a professional like 3D space, but they decided to like keep it as raw and authentic as possible, like as
Aww.
if an actual aspiring filmmaker was making it. So I thought that was a really nice touch. Like they really wanted to make it as real as possible.
You could really tell
Yeah,
that like
that's really cute.
you could really tell that this film had like a lot of heart in it because I think Tama Diba is like
Mm.
a very personal film because it was based from like a real family and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, like watching the film, I don't know if it's just me, but like there are some films you watch, you just know people like really poured like a lot of love in their their heart and soul into it, and this is one of the films that
Yeah.
I really felt that like straight from the start. And I especially love one of the things that I love about this film is like how they edited it. It was like very fast paced. I don't know if it, like this is right to say, but like it gave me what's his name? Sorry, my head's going blank. The dude who directed Shaun of the Dead. Uh, what's his name in the show?
Is that a horror movie? Because
No, what's it
I don't
called?
know who the directors are. You said something dead, so it's
Shaun
like,
of the
huh?
Dead. What's his name? What's the director's name again? And you're right, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like super fast pace and like just you know, it's really up your face. When they would like incorporate like
Yeah.
images of like real people, real families. Like, I don't know. That just really stood out to me because like not many, I guess studios or like editors like not many people have that like type of vision that's like very in your face and like this movie it's like something that you don't take seriously but you do at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, like that's one of the
Yeah.
things that like was really appealing to me about it. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I sort of felt that way too because it was very funny. It was very laugh like because it was so relatable. It felt very casual to just to absorb and process the information of the plot. But I can still get how the impact that it has. I guess the lessons that it comes with, even if I don't relate that much, but we'll not get into that. But like, it was a very enjoyable film. It was very enjoyable.
Any
Yes.
like specific scenes that like stood out to you guys the most or something?
Mm,
Hmm. Well,
mm,
this is really just like purely visual, but like recently I've really grown quite fond of the blue and like pink kind of Miami style colored thing, like that ambience, and it showed a lot during
mhm.
like the I forgot what the robot uh lair. It's not real lair, but like the place where a lot of robots are called, but like yeah, that just whole setting it was like really purely
Silicon
yeah,
Valley?
Silicon Valley.
Is
Yeah,
that it?
like the way they depicted Silicon Valley in the film was like really eye catching to me. I don't know. I just my eyes were just like
Uh,
so happy seeing what I was seeing. I was like, yeah, damn, I like this color, the smooth, the feel, and other than that,
mm,
I especially love like the scenes with the two robot companions they had. I don't know. It was just really nice.
oh,
It was like
yeah.
refreshing to have that kind of dynamic added to an already chaotic family, I guess. And all the scenes with
Yeah.
Katie's sibling. What's his name?
Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron.
because I don't know. It
Yeah.
just not having a sibling myself. I don't know. I just like
Mm,
watching it. You're like, oh, like that's kind of cute. Like, cause yeah, you never see that a lot na where the two. I mean, maybe you do, but like how it is with media na they depict siblings as always fighting, always like
yeah.
arguing. So I don't know. Like that moment was like a nice change for me. Watching that na they were like
Yeah.
they really cared for each other. So yeah. What about you
Yeah.
guys?
They actually got along and yeah, one of I like how you mentioned that because one of my favorite things about the film was yeah, Katie and her little brother Aaron's relationship. They were really close, and I think I liked it a lot because it reminded me of my own relationship with my younger cousin. Like
Uh,
he's around 14 or 15 and he has those hyperfixations on similar stuff like I do, but sometimes I don't
mm,
like relate to them because for example, my cousin is a big DC fan. He's a very Superman fan, and
yay,
sometimes
DC.
I don't read the Superman comics, so I just okay.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, but like Katie, I think it's okay. I think like Katie, she mentioned in like her whole monologue that her atonement moment, I think, that even if sometimes families like you have to listen to their love for dinosaurs for hours and hours, even if you don't want to or you don't relate to or you don't understand their hyperfixation, you
Mm.
still do it because you're family. And yeah, I do that to my cousin a lot, so I really like how close they were. And yeah, yeah. I have a lot of other highlights of the film. I guess another one is not the rumble, but I really, really appreciated the moment where Linda helps Rick. Linda's the mom and
Uh-huh.
Rick is the father. Pala.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just to uh,
Just to be clear.
clear the air for maybe people who haven't watched the movie. Sorry, yeah, yeah. So yeah, in that scene
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen, it's very early on in the film actually, where the mom helps out the father understand more where Katie is coming from and why she got mad about the broken laptop. Because when her laptop broke, I was a little bit peeved at how the father responded, how he
Uh,
immediately blamed it on the manufacturers of the laptop. And in my head, I'm just like, isn't this gaslighting? Isn't this manipulation?
uh-huh.
I mean, I know like it's coming from a humorous place, but like
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm immune to those kinds of things. But yeah, I really like in that moment how the mom just approached, how she approached it to the father and say, don't you have some control over it or whatever that is. I forgot what the whole scene was, but it was a very touching moment, and I appreciated that the father himself um opened up to the idea that yeah, maybe I do have some fault into it and maybe I can fix this. But the way he tried to fix it was cancel the plane ticket. Let's go on a family road trip. Oh no.
uh, like I
Yeah.
love that scene because like you could
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
feel Katie's emotions. Like what? What did you do?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
Uh,
so true.
what about
How
you,
about you,
Lachelle?
Alicia? Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to pick a specific moment, but I guess when we got to learn about Katie's origin story of how she fell in love with
Mm-hmm.
filmmaking, because like I related to that so much. Like it started with, seeing all those videos on YouTube when it was starting to pop off, and you could tell
Yeah.
from the creations that she made when she was younger. Like she was very influenced by the internet culture and memes and everything. And I feel like that was something that I did as well with all of the like parodies of the movies and everything. Oh, I also want to mention how like the attention to detail that they made like parodies those for like really popular movies. I forgot what some of them were, but a lot just involved Monchi. So I thought that was pretty.
I love
Yeah.
Monchi. I think I should do that more. Like, use my dogs as my actors. But
Actually, yeah.
yeah, because like pandemic, you can't really like go out with your friends to shoot, and like my parents are shy, so I'm like fine, whatever. But
Just gotta use the next best thing, your dogs. They're there for a reason.
sorry, go
Oh
on the show.
gosh. I think
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, I also
Oh
want
no no no.
to
Yeah.
add like that whole of home videos
Mm.
like from their family, like especially when Katie's dad was watching through. Like I think it was like within the first 5 minutes of the movie when Katie's dad started watching the VHS tape
Yeah.
that they had. I started
Yeah.
crying because like because I just like related to their dynamic, I guess, where they're very like push and pull each other. And I didn't grow up with my dad, and so a lot of the memories that I have of him are through like our family videos, and so I really connected with that. And um, I also relate to how those really moments and those home videos um, kind of birth the path of filmmaking and trying to create a story and being very personal with it. And so I really relate to the, I guess, in that sense.
Uh, I
Yeah.
guess with that scene, I don't know. Like my family, kasi was more of like the photos only and no videos. So like in that regard, I couldn't relate to
Okay.
it. But like yeah, like I guess same. I didn't really grow up with my dad. I mean, I kind of did, but like he only would go home like once a month, once a year. Tama. 1 month a year, yeah, there. And yeah, I rarely saw him, but like yeah, I guess like even with photos, you can still get that like same emotion. Na, ano. But it did made me realize that I should really shoot my family more often because like I'm the type of family
Shoot your
member.
phone.
Okay, not
Choice
like
of
that.
words.
I mean
No
shoot
no no no.
shoot
Wrong
videos
choice.
of my
No no.
shoot videos of my family there. No, cause I don't know. It's just
Oh
I'm the type of family member who really just like likes to ignore everyone. Like if people come over, I'm just like there in
Mm-hmm.
one corner, not really interacting, not really shooting everyone. Like, oh guys, here, smile, it's a video, whatever. And I just felt that I should do
Mm.
that more, cause it's memories, and I guess immortalizing memories, blah blah blah, film. But yeah, ayun lang naman. What about you, Anika? You were
Okay.
saying something?
What was I saying? I got distracted by
I'm
your
so
choice
sorry.
of words. So, since we're on the topic of fathers,
Ooh.
insert a shocked Pikachu meme because
Oh yeah, I just realized we're
you're not gonna see any visual on this, but yeah, yeah. Um, well, I can't relate. Sorry, I can't relate. See, this is why I actually had like a hard time sort of internalizing or making an artistic thought on this movie because since the whole kind of relationship focused on uh Katie's relationship with her father in particular because they're the main conflict. I don't have that. I don't have a dad. I didn't grow up with a dad. I don't have one, and I just had my mom. And I guess my dynamic with my mom is very different. That I mean, she did step up to the role of also being the father of our little family. But of
mm,
course, I also had other father figures. But yeah, I don't relate to that aspect. And I guess yeah, that's all I can contribute. This is what the only relatability that I get from the characters was mainly from Katie's, weirdness, like
mm.
her eccentricity, or that's not the right word, but her uniqueness and her style. Yeah, I like that a lot, and I just liked her mannerisms and expressions because that reminded me so much of me. It reminded me so much of our other mutual friend and the other co-host that we have sometimes, Nala.
Mm-hmm.
Very very similar. And another relatability that I also found in is also Aaron's hyperfixations in media in dinosaurs. I have that for lots of other things. And his innocence. I wish I had his innocence and his little anxiety moments. That's me. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's that. How about you guys? Other relatability moments from other characters, maybe. Or that. You guys relate to the mom, relate to the dad.
I don't know. Like I guess like the dynamic between like with me and my family is like I don't I'm like thinking of my words. Like I don't want to say something that like my mom might be listening to right now, and she also
Oh
like
yeah.
shout out to my mom. She listens to a lot of the episodes. But that being said, I guess like one thing I can bring up is the dog. I think we're all dog lovers here. I
Mm-hmm.
think we all have dogs. Yeah, I know Lyshiel. She even has like
Yeah.
a cute dog tattoo of your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like we've always at one point had a dog in our family, and like I don't remember a time we never had a dog. So like dogs are cute, dogs are fun, but you know uh
Yeah.
with our dog right
I
now,
think Monchi was. I'm so sorry.
what Manchu was what?
I interrupted there. No, no,
No,
no.
I guess okay, sorry.
Oh, I just wanted to input a little bit that Monchi is like the star of the show. Almost like he's
Definitely.
a he's like
He was a big
the
player in the
scene stealer.
climax.
If there was an award show, he is a scene stealer. He's the best dog, pig, or loaf
Technically
of bread.
saved the world
Yeah,
with his
literally.
Yeah.
They better give him like one of those medals that they were giving out to the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I
Without
guess.
his face. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
you were
mean,
saying, I'm so sorry,
no, it's
about
fine.
dogs.
I've had a pug then before, so I was like, Munchie, blah blah. Blah. But with my dog now, she's been with us for like I mean, not really a while, like 2013. That's a couple of years. And wala lang, it's just nice na, just having that extra member of the family that's always with you. And like, I guess like dogs are mostly positive. I mean, they don't really get mad at their owners naman din. So, whenever they're around you, at least for me, like, it's always a good time. So, yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
Isha.
think it's really interesting how they incorporated like bits and pieces of internet culture because I know Monchi was based off of the viral dog, Doug the Pug. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like if
ah,
you search the movie and you go to cast, Doug the Pug is casted as Monchi, even if he has no speaking roles.
Uh,
the, well, I've
he's
got
not the one that does like
the dog sounds.
the dog noises, like the breathing.
I thought
Yeah.
it was really cute how
Maybe he
they
is.
incorporated so much of like the early 2000s internet memes and stuff. Like especially with the, I guess you can call it the theme song of Katie and her dad. Like the
Oh yeah. Maya. Maya. That was, I love that song. I really like how they added that in. It brought back a core memory.
I
It
know.
unlocked a core memory. The awkward silence for like a split second.
I'm looking up Doug the
Okay.
Pug right now and watching, just like
Okay.
checking what
Yeah.
Lyshiel said. Uh,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, the movie was so I feel like another impression that I had of the film was like I thought to myself when I was done, I was like, oh my god, this movie was like a fever dream. I would want to rewatch this high because of all the shapes and colors and the scribbles. It just very aesthetically pleasing. I'm a very pro maximalist, not a minimalist. No offense, Marie Kondo and every minimalist lover there. I'm super kalat. I've yeah, maximalism and all that like splash of art or chaos, organized chaos. It was very appealing to me. So yeah.
I like attention to detail as well. Like even if it is like a lot of visual interest, they like really took the time to do all the bits
Mhm.
and pieces. Like in the video that I mentioned how even when it came to the lighting design, they wanted it to look like it was like brush strokes almost. So
Yeah, I noticed that.
so I thought like
I had to like
it wasn't like
pause for a
the
bit.
usual one dimension. Like they really went and like put different
Yeah.
strokes for the lighting itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that made it so unique, and I really had to like focus and go back some parts to really see to catch the details, and I want to go back and rewatch that movie and definitely look closely at how everything that came how the details that you miss. I is it really canon? No, yeah, it is canon, right? That Katie's sexuality is
Yeah.
she's a lesbian talaga,
yeah.
right? I like that bit. I really like that end credit scene where they really kind of like open they well it was never explicitly mentioned, which I think is cool because you don't
They
really
were very
need to
casual
like
about
come
it.
out,
Yeah.
right? You don't
Yeah.
really need that. Yeah, I feel like they just use the details, right? The rainbow button pin that she had, or when even in her introduction, she had that rainbow and the colors of it kind of matched the lesbian sexuality flag. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I
But
remember.
yeah,
I
that was
remember
really
like
nice. I wish we
reading.
had like more scenes on that.
I remember like reading a
Yeah, reading.
letterbox review saying, for those of you saying this clearly wasn't good enough, Columbia logo literally shoots rainbows. I was like, oh, that's actually funny. And that issues blah blah
That's
blah,
true. That's true.
and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I like what you mentioned in Canada. They were really casual about it. Like I think by the end, they're like, oh, kitties. I think something about going out to the girl. Yeah, I know. And then the family was just like, oh, cool, okay, and like they didn't like really make a big deal out of it, and it was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
We love a supportive family.
I
When
feel
it
like
matters.
with a lot of LGBT characters that they portray on media, like their stories are very focused on coming out. It's very dramatic, but not a lot about like just them living their lives. Like it's part of them. It's not like their whole identity. Like there is
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
more.
Like it really just
Yeah, there's so much more to them.
it like portrays this, at least for me, like it portrays this, not really future, but like it it really portrays this scenario of like what we can be
Mm-hmm.
if you're if
Yeah,
you're
I agree, definitely.
I don't know how to word it, whatever that is, or a
His
family
brain
can
is
just
buffering.
a family
Your
that just accepts it and just lives life. That just really, it stood out to me. I guess that's the main point on it. So yeah, nothing else.
Oh, is this like your personal takeaway from the movie? Or you wanna add more to that? We can talk about that now.
Wait, which one?
Hello?
Which one? Sorry, I
Hello?
was like,
Wait. Hold on.
yeah.
Maybe rewind a little bit because you were a little bit choppy with what you were saying a while, like the last bit, so I didn't hear 100% what it was, but it sounded like a personal takeaway, so I was already like introing to the personal takeaways part.
I mean, I don't think that's like
So
really.
can you repeat what you just said?
No, I don't think that
I'm so
was like
sorry.
really a personal take. I mean, it was sort of my takeaways, but like
Yeah.
I guess like my overall takeaway from the, I don't know. I actually don't know now that I think about it. Maybe you guys can go first.
Okay. How about our guest of honor? Would you like to share your personal
Sure.
takeaway from the
Well,
movie?
like I mentioned at the beginning, like the movie is basically a tribute to like the director's family and how he grew up as a creative. And so my takeaway from the movie is like your art matters. Like no matter how long it's gonna take you to get to where you want to be, like you should still keep working on your craft because in one way or another it's gonna like at least change the life of person, and I think that makes all the difference. Like you're not gonna save the world from robots like the movie, but like the stuff that you create, it still connects with people and it still motivates them. And I really love how it was just like an homage to all of the weird creative kids growing up who didn't really fit in, and so they found solace in filmmaking and just creating art. And so my takeaway is just keep creating. That's it.
Wow, very inspiring. Teary-eyed.
Definitely.
Kidding. Slide. Anyway.
Is this a preview of your Oscar winning
Oh my God.
speech?
Give it 10 more years.
Yeah. And the Oscar.
I am excited. I will be there, friend Joe.
Got you.
Uh,
If you're gonna be invited, that's the question. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you will be. Please
We'll
say
see.
something.
I don't know what to say.
I'm so sorry. Was it too personal? Was
I
it
mean,
jab to the heart? I'm so
Lyshiel
sorry.
mentioned
No,
this
no.
to me, I guess.
I
like,
believe in both of my friends.
Lyshiel mentioned this to me at like one point. No, okay, I'm actually not sure, but like, don't really like you don't make films to win an Oscar. You just make it because you like it, and whatever. Not this is like not I forgot the term, like not in verbatim, like not actually what you said, but like the thoughts there. But just like keep creating, and you'll make something that's I guess like that's gonna resonate with people, and yeah, I guess like that's also
Yeah.
one of my
It's
takeaways
not
for
about
it.
the. Wow.
and
Parang
like
you just
on a more
paraphrased what she said.
yeah
Wala bang citation ba yun?
Hey, I said you said it,
You literally just
but
quoted non-verbatim. You said it yourself.
and I guess like on the more family side of things, I think it was just nice na, like a lot of people out there have family issues, but like, if you guys like, I guess, work it out, like you can be a better family in the end. And like not, I know naman na not every family can be okay with each other. Like, there are some families out there that might forever hate each other or something. But if you can help it, it would be nice, having a positive relationship with your family. And maybe they're not too bad if you give them a chance. So yeah. Kasi, I don't know, last, sorry. With me kasi, like, I mean, how do I say this without sounding weird? I mean, I've always like the idea of like having a good family, a family that likes, actually legitimately likes each other. And like, when you're young, daydreaming, you hope that someday you can have one. I mean, I already have one now, but like, when you have your own little family. Getting off point, but yeah, my point is, it just shows you that, you know even though you start rough, maybe, like, you disagree with each other,
Mhm.
you can still you can still be okay by the end. Anyway, that's all. I am rambling now.
Right. Good job formulating that thought.
Breathe, Josh, breathe.
Sorry, is it Anika's turn?
Yeah. I mean, who else? We're only three people here. All right. Besides my dogs who are sleeping with me. Um, my personal takeaway from the movie is sort of similar. I guess it is pretty similar to what you just said, Josh. And I know I started it with saying leave the nest, but no, 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 that sounds so bad. Oh gosh, it was so hard
I
to
mean,
formulate my personal takeaway for this movie because just no family issues. And
uh,
mom, if you're watching, I mean, if you're listening, yeah, you can't deny it. um, um, but this is my personal takeaway. My feelings are valid. What I got from the film, at least, was just it's okay to leave the nest and to find people you vibe with. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to be who you are. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna learn what you need to learn to grow yourself, work on your career, just expand your network, and just like, be who you are, grow into who you're meant to be or who you could be. And I guess what the film taught me was that it's so comforting to know that you'll still have someone to fall back on, which is your family. And that whole message of the film for me was something that I feel like if I rewatch the film, having that message in my head now, I'll definitely cry. Because I feel like there are so many other people or kids out there that really do want to leave their nest. They do want to leave their hometowns and try to find who they are in out there in the world. Yeah, that's definitely true. But I know it's definitely scary to do so because you're gonna be alone. You're only gonna be with, friends. You don't know who to trust and whatnot. So if you don't if you don't have a good relationship with your family, that's a little bit scary. So it was very comforting that Katie's video about dog cop saying about how they just want backup from Sarge and all that
mm.
stuff, like that's what kids try to I feel like that's what kids try to tell their parents. But sometimes I get the point of the parent, like they just want to protect their babies, they just want to be there to solve the problems. But you know what, they will come back to you when they need it, maybe. But yeah, I love family, okay? I don't hate it.
uh
But yeah, there's that's just my personal takeaway. Yeah. Do you guys want to add on to that or just no?
I had a thought in mind, but I kind of lost it. Wait, let me try to remember.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
no. Is it about Dog Cop? Is it about the Sarge? Is it about
oh yeah, there, I remember
having
now.
backup? Is it about
Uh, I guess like I like how
and
this
you had yeah.
movie, uh, also I guess portrays the fact that maybe I mean no, this is actually a fact. I don't know really a fact, but like like parents should do this. That they should understand their child, like para naman yeah,
Children. Yeah.
yeah, I understand each other. Kasi I know for a fact that there's a lot of parents out there who are really like they maybe they what their beliefs are, like they impose their beliefs to their child, or like what they think is fact, and so that means and validates the opinion of their child. That's why some
Mhm.
tension, I guess, may occur. So it's just really nice that this movie is sending that message for for parents and
Yeah. I
children
hope
alike.
I kind of hope more parents take that message away from that film at least. Just trust their child that, they'll definitely come back home. But be nice about when they do. They be nice. Like if they fail, come on, don't just say, I told you so. I wonder what would the movie be like if the family was Asian.
Mm.
Last
Not Western. the Asian the Asian morals and the cultural family values, how different would the movie be? Let's have an AU, an alternate
I'm
universe for
I'm
it.
happy
But
at
yeah.
least that
Maybe Lyshiel, your next film can be like hmm. You were saying, Josh, I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say na I like it. Then they really portrayed I guess like another like positive thing I liked about it is just that even nga, parang they weren't seeing each other eye to eye. They still
Mhm.
like let Katie follow her dreams and like going to art school and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's as an Asian, I know a lot of people who aren't real who don't really get that novelty. And it's just I
Yeah.
wish more parents did that too.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie parents should watch this movie. Like I think it's a really
it's
good watch.
it's a testament to like what happens if you really invest and let your child grow into their interests. 'Cause look at what Katie could do. Like she saved the world with her dog cop videos, and like she has her
So
audience.
true.
And like the director, like he made this whole
Yeah.
film that millions of people can connect with, and so I think parents understand and invest in their child.
In what? Invest in their child?
Yeah, like invest their interest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like the phrase "invest in your
Stonks.
child" brought me back to like, yeah, the songs like "I'm gonna put you in Harvard." The best-selling, what?
Libro.
The top-notch university. You're gonna make me proud. Anyway, but yeah. Any last words, message, shout out?
What do you think like this would mean for like Sony animation like in the future? Since like they're coming off from Spider-Verse as well.
I also
Yeah,
read. I
that's
also
really
read
good.
a review on this that I can agree on. Basically, this person said, "Why is Sony Pictures Animation so good at making movies now?" And yeah, like the recent works are really they're really good. They're great. They're amazing, and I hope that they would keep making movies, making animated movies, because they clearly are going in the right direction, at least in my opinion, with on where they wanna take their animation forward. What about you guys?
What does this mean for Sony? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not into
Spider-Verse 2.
into the big corporations. None. I don't know like how to. I was always a Disney or a DreamWorks kid growing up. So I'm actually surprised that Sony has given so many good animated films, and I wish I grew up with these films. And well, technically, I'm still growing up, so counts. And I guess I'm just really excited how they're gonna bring more representation and more meaning to the whole film. Like I'm so excited for Spider-Verse 2. Very very excited for that. I don't know what other upcoming films do they have, but yeah,
I think
they're
they're
doing great.
really
They're
raising the
doing
like the standards are so high for like when they came out with Spider Verse and stuff. So
Mm.
like I guess that's partly why Mitchell's versus the Machines was such a surprise hit for us. And I like to see like what something they can produce because they're already like pushing the boundaries pretty much.
yeah
So
Uh,
yeah. They kind of brought introduced a whole different style with the whole CGI and 2D mix with Spider Verse and this one. I think I'm not that knowledgeable, but it looks like it. I saw very distinctly like this is a Sony film. I can definitely see that, and yeah, want to see more of that at
uh,
least. Yeah. How
for me,
about you, Josh? You were saying something. I'm so sorry.
no, it's fine. I think for me at least, like, they should really like look for filmmakers who are like, you know, who want to tell a certain type of story and like, you know, get their corporate hand. I mean, I get it naman, it's a business, you know, you give them your money, like you give the filmmakers your money and stuff. Pero, you know nga, parang just let the filmmakers do the vision they want to do, and I think, you know, uh, most of the time at least, I think people can appreciate whatever they'll make. So, yeah, that's all for me.
And how about you, Lyshiel? Like any last, or was that it?
well, I guess I just want to mention like a really small detail that I didn't get to include earlier with like how I related to with Katie. It's just like a really small bit, like in
Go
the
lang.
end of um like her video application to film school. She there was like a Rushmore version, and then it was of her favorite filmmakers, and then one of them was Greta Gerwig. I was like, that's so me. I love Greta Gerwig so much. And like she does
Oh
Uh,
idolize
yeah.
like
yeah.
female filmmakers, like Lawrence Scafaria was also included, and so I thought that was a really cute touch. Like their attention to detail talaga, like Sony.
You can really, yeah, you can really, yeah, you can really relate to that. I think I missed that frame, or maybe I did. I forgot about it. But good eye. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't know how to close this anymore. It's been a long time. Okay. All right, that's all we have for the Mitchells versus the Machines episode of Popcorn Chatter.
Make sure to check
Go,
the
Josh.
Popcorn Chatter Facebook page and follow for more updates on the next episode, which is all about LGBTs and pop culture. Popular culture, pop culture.
Yay!
Yay! I'm excited for that
Just
one.
so that we're kind of a bit late to the whole Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody!
Yay.
But we're definitely not going to end June without that episode. So,
Okay,
and we
kinda-
already have another character to feature, which is Katie. So that's great.
Kinda had,
And Oh yeah, me.
what?
I mean, no, not me. I mean, the line. Never mind. I mean, you were saying something.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that.
You were saying something.
I
I
was
was
just-
waiting for you to.
No, I was just gonna say that, oh my god, I lost what I said now. uh,
Well.
oh yeah, I was just gonna
sorry,
say that,
Lyshiel.
that
This is
this,
how we are.
I just wanted to say that the LGBT episode is gonna come late because we kind of took us a while to start production again because of, you know, life kind of got in the way, but you know, we'll get there.
Are you telling him that? Why are you telling them that? No, I'm kidding.
It's fine, it's fine.
Never mind. Anyway, links are in the description where you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, Anchor, and whichever platform you listen to your podcast. And I think that's it. Josh is typing something.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you stay tuned for more episodes. And I guess I just wanted to say again that thanks again for Lyshiel for joining us today, and we can't wait to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me. This is so much fun.
I know.
You can tell just how chaotic we are.
Yeah, we're easing back
So
into it. We're easing
definitely-
back into it.
Yeah. But you can't like deny that this is just us making kwento, being friends, being happy together, geeking out, and yeah, that's it basically. We'll definitely feature Lyshiel. We'll have you again on another episode.
I'm already like
Just
thinking
say the word.
what episode
Maybe a
again.
Greta
Greta
film.
Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
Maybe. Did you know that your uh, your little AVP member here has not watched Little Women or Lady Bird yet? Have you? Have you? I remember
I've
you
watched
telling me
Lady
you
Bird.
haven't.
I've watched
so I'm like,
Lady Bird
what?
for class. I haven't watched Little Women yet, but you know,
For-
I will for the show.
Hey.
Hey, we can even do an episode about
Nice.
that.
All
Like,
right.
you know. But yeah, anyway.
All right. Okay. Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.